Dear friend of Australia, first of all, welcome back.
We want to know where we come from. We want to know what our ancestors have taught us, what they passed on to us, so that we can pass that on to our next generation.
Too often we rely on perceived experts without engaging with people who maybe have a stake in the systems.
I know very well how much Aboriginal people want to share their understanding about cool fire farming, for example, and fire management. However, there's also an intellectual property element, and a very strong one, where fee-for-service is and should be offered then for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to participate on that basis.
It is in our nation's interest to become a clean energy superpower. It is good for our country, good for our economy, good for our national security. It is good for us.
I've learned a lot about energy storage solutions, an area that I didn't know anything about. So listening to the panel and actually talking about the solutions and potential for Australia is like really amazing and very inspiring.
But as we continue our journey to net zero, the ACT's focus will be on ensuring that the government investment to support the transition is targeted to people and groups in the community who really need that support.
Your sun and wind are the envy of the world. Australia can become a renewable energy superpower.
Objective number 2 is to make coal history. That should be make fossil fuels history.
And I loved what the Visyun speaker said about how do we think about our international impact.
While we continue to export mammoth amounts of coal and gas to the international community, allowing them to burn it, we still are very much, liable for climate disaster. So a 43% target, sure, it sounds amazing. It's a lot higher than a 28% target that we had a few months ago, but it isn't far enough.
Imagine if we had a federal government that had a plan to value add our resources and not just put dirt on a ship and send it overseas. So you could do that processing here and then ultimately make the lithium-ion batteries that the world needs and become a net exporter of a really high-value product.
I'm really excited about the way in which we can utilise policy to ensure that in 10, 15 years' time, we can have an almost 100% renewable energy grid. We have a lot of the technology we need to do that today, and it's just about setting the right incentives and policies to make that happen.
At this time in history, that requires bolder climate action, a genuine commitment to rewriting our environmental laws and halting the biodiversity and extinction crisis that we're in. So it's going to take effort from everyone, across communities to continue to pile the pressure on to ensure that we get the changes that we all know we desperately need.
The variety of experts that are out there, the differing opinions and the knowledge that's available demonstrates that, there are opportunities available to us, and I hope to use that to really push for a stronger agenda in my hometown and my state of South Australia.
Let's look after what we have and we can make a better future for everybody.